It was supposed to be the perfect trip, a chance to relax, spend time with family, and enjoy the peace of a beautiful spa hotel hidden in the mountains. My name is Sandra. I'm 32 years old, and I've been married to my husband, Tony, for just over a year. We've built a life full of understanding and care, especially since I have severe allergies. But nothing could have prepared me for what happened on this trip. When my mother-in-law suggested a family vacation, I felt nervous. She's always excited about planning trips and likes to take care of every little detail. "Don't worry, Sandra. I'll make sure everything is fine for your allergies," she said with a confident smile. Her words should have made me feel better, but something about the way she said it made me uneasy. Tony's parents were thrilled about the trip. His dad, who is usually calm and reassuring, told me not to worry. "She loves organizing these things," he said. Even though I still had doubts, I agreed to go. My mother-in-law had always seemed thoughtful, at least on the surface. But as the trip got closer, I couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. The destination was kept a surprise, which added excitement for everyone else but only made me more anxious. My mother-in-law's cheerful attitude was contagious, and for a moment, I let myself look forward to the trip. I even bought a special allergy badge to make sure people would know about my condition. That little badge ended up saving my life. On the day of the trip, we left early in the morning. The drive was long but pleasant. We stopped at scenic spots and tried local treats my mother-in-law had carefully researched. Tony was happy and enjoying the time away from work. For a moment, I felt silly for doubting her. Maybe this trip would be as great as she promised. When we arrived at the hotel, my heart sank. It wasn't by the sea, as I had imagined. Instead, it was a large, quiet spa hotel deep in the mountains. "This is it," my mother-in-law said with a big smile, but her smile felt strange. Tony looked confused. "Mom, are you sure? This place is so far out," he said. "Of course, I'm sure," she snapped. "It's a special spa hotel. You'll love it." Her tone didn't leave room for questions, so we followed her lead. The hotel was beautiful, with a vintage charm. The staff greeted us warmly and took our luggage to the rooms. But something felt off. One of the attendants paused when she saw my allergy badge. She gave me a strange look, but didn't say anything. I brushed it off, telling myself I was just imagining things. That evening, my mother-in-law suggested we all go to the spa. I was tired from the journey and decided to stay in the room for a while. "You go ahead. I'll join you later," I said. She frowned. "You're so young to be this tired." "Aren't you a nurse?" she remarked. Ignoring her comment, I stayed behind. Once she left, Tony and I decided to explore the hotel. It was lovely and perfect for taking pictures. For a while, I forgot my worries and enjoyed spending time with him. But the peace didn't last. The hotel manager came up to me with a serious look. "Mrs. Sandra, can I talk to you privately?" she asked. Confused, I followed her to a quiet spot. What she said next shocked me. "You need to leave the hotel immediately," she said firmly. My heart started racing. "What? Why?" I asked. "I can't explain everything now, but I believe your mother-in-law is trying to harm you. Please trust me. I've called a taxi for you. Leave now, and I'll contact you later to explain," she said urgently. Her words didn't make sense. Harm me? My mother-in-law? It couldn't be true. I hesitated, torn between disbelief and fear, but her urgency convinced me to act. I grabbed my things and left the hotel, feeling completely confused. While waiting at the train station, the hotel manager called me again. "Your allergy badge caught our attention," she explained. "We noticed your reservation didn't include any allergy precautions, even though your condition is serious." When I asked your mother-in-law about it, her response was disturbing. The manager told me my mother-in-law had laughed and said, "I've only seen anaphylactic shock in medical dramas. I wanted to see it happen in real life." Hearing this made my blood run cold. She had put my life at risk on purpose, just to satisfy her curiosity. I immediately called Tony and told him everything. He was furious and said he would handle it. When he and his father returned to the hotel, my mother-in-law was nowhere to be found. Over the next few days, the full story came out. The hotel was famous for its rich, meat-heavy cuisine. My mother-in-law had chosen it deliberately, knowing that even a small amount of meat could cause a life-threatening reaction for me. She had hidden this from the hotel staff, leaving me completely unprotected. Tony was heartbroken. "I can't believe she would do this," he said, his voice filled with guilt. His father was just as shocked. "This is unforgivable," he said, cutting ties with her immediately. The police were called, and my mother-in-law was questioned. Her lack of remorse was chilling. "It was just a joke," she said. "Sandra always overreacts." Her attitude made me angrier than ever. Although she wasn't arrested, the consequences were severe. Tony and his father completely disowned her. She lost her family, her home, and her reputation. With no one to support her, she fell into financial ruin. For weeks, Tony and I talked about what had happened. The betrayal by someone we trusted so deeply left a permanent mark on both of us. I struggled with anxiety, constantly questioning if I could ever feel safe again. Tony, on the other hand, channeled his anger into determination to make things right. He became my greatest source of strength, reassuring me every step of the way. We decided to see a therapist together, hoping to heal from the trauma. The sessions helped us open up about our fears and frustrations. "You don't have to carry this alone," Tony told me one evening after therapy. His words touched me deeply. Knowing I had his support gave me the courage to move forward. As life slowly returned to normal, I started noticing small but significant changes in Tony. He became more attentive, always double-checking menus and asking questions at restaurants to ensure my safety. His thoughtfulness reminded me of why I had fallen in love with him in the first place. Despite everything, I couldn't help but think about my mother-in-law. Where was she now? What was she doing? Tony's father, who had also cut ties with her, mentioned hearing rumors that she was struggling to find a place to live. "She brought this on herself," he said, though I could sense a hint of sadness in his voice. One day, Tony received a letter from his mother. It was short and filled with excuses rather than apologies. "I didn't mean to hurt anyone," she wrote. "I just wanted things to be like before." Tony didn't reply, and neither did I. Some wounds are too deep to heal with mere words. The experience changed how I viewed relationships. Trust, I realized, is fragile. It takes years to build and only moments to destroy. While I was grateful for the support of Tony and his father, I knew that rebuilding my sense of security would take time. Tony and I decided to take a short trip, just the two of us, to a quiet beach town. It was our way of reclaiming the joy that the previous trip had stolen from us. Walking along the shore, hand in hand, I felt a sense of peace I hadn't felt in months. "We'll be okay," Tony said, squeezing my hand. And for the first time in a long time, I believed him. Back at home, life continued, but with a newfound appreciation for the simple moments. Cooking dinner together, watching movies, and even running errands became reminders of how far we had come. My career as a nurse also gave me a sense of purpose. Helping others reminded me that life, despite its hardships, is still beautiful. Looking back, I'm grateful for the lessons this ordeal taught me. It showed me the strength of my relationship with Tony and the importance of standing up for myself. Most importantly, it reminded me to never take my health or safety for granted. While I may never understand my mother-in-law's actions, I've learned to let go of the anger and focus on the people who truly care about me. Life is unpredictable, And while I can't control everything, I can choose how I respond. And for now, I choose to move forward, stronger and wiser than before.